Hi everyone and welcome back to our market analysis videos here at Zenfinex. My name is Connor Woods and I'm the Senior Market Analyst at the company, providing to you these daily videos on market commentary and also educational content. Now for today's video I'm going to cover the Nasdaq 100 for September, and I'm going to run through the fundamentals with special mention to US Treasury yields, and then I'm going to move on to the chart and mark all the key levels to watch out for this month. Okay, so what are the real market drivers then? So we have important Federal Reserve speeches from various US policymakers this month. And I think as a whole, to summarise, it's important to watch them carefully, especially because we're going to find out if this weak jobs report that we had at the beginning of the month has impacted the Federal Reserve's plan on tapering its bond purchases. If they do decide to delay further, then this really evidently shows that they want to keep their expansive policy intact, which should help boost this index even further. And I think the general expectation is that they're going to stay dovish. So the reason I think this is because if you think back to the Jackson Hole meeting, many had favoured tapering earlier or on a tighter schedule, especially after all of the hawkish talk from the FOMC members beforehand. Yet Jerome Powell at the Jackson Hole was dovish, and this sparked the recent equity rally. Adding to the mix now a weak job number report and the increased risk of the Delta variant, which is clouding global economic recovery, you can understand why they might delay or they might stay dovish in their talk. On the other hand, when you look at the risk reward, the market is definitely underestimating the possibility of an earlier taper. And if this is the case, it could get really volatile this month, and we may even see a mini flash crash. So is there more value to selling at the moment than there is to buying? I think it's important to mention US Treasury yields as well, which are rising this week, and some experts are claiming that the 10-year is forming a base, and if these continue to rise, all of these yields, then this is going to put pressure on those risk assets, especially those ones that are in the Nasdaq 100. Let's have a look at the chart then and have a look at some key levels to watch out for. Okay, so Nasdaq key levels to watch out for. I'm not going to come on and start saying I'm going to sell this market, because I very, very rarely do. But I mean, as you can see, we're holding on to quite a significant ascending channel. Anyone who's sold in the past, it really has been a short-term pullback, and it's just been buying on the dips all the way since the pandemic really started, and we had this clear moving average cross as well. Now, what I'm looking out for is I'm not going to be selling this market, but if US Treasury yields continue to rise, and obviously it's going to depend massively on how the Federal Reserve reacts to this jobs report number we had, but we could see the market fall to this 50-day moving average, and then I think the most sensible take profit level would be up at 16,000, which I think is where this market's going to hunt for next. So if I label that as a buy and take profit. Hi guys, thank you for listening to this video. Just really quickly wanted to touch on a really exciting offer we have on the website. It's a limited time offer, and if you head over to zenfinex.co.uk, you will see the offer in front of you straight away. And this is that you can trade Forex on a standard account with raw spread plus zero commission. And now Zenfinex is also an FCA and no dealing desk execution broker. If you are interested in this offer, you can get in touch with the team by clicking learn more, or you can simply go to open an account where you can start the application process. If we're looking to sell the market, then if you go down onto the 4-hour chart, this is why I'm really skeptical of doing it. The only thing that I saw was potentially we have liquidity taken at the all-time highs. As you can see, the market wicked twice, failed to close above this all-time high that we had here up at 15,700, and as you can see, market momentum has started to wane ever so slightly, but we're still trending roughly to the upside, and we may get a fall down towards potentially the 200 moving average down at around 15.2. Again, that's quite far away. Where I think this market could hunt for, as you can see, that we have some price inefficiency in here, which is yet to be filled, which actually coincides nicely with the 50-day moving average. So potentially you could have If it fills at around 50%, with a stop loss just below the 50-day moving average and aiming for the 16,000 level, we have a 5.2R trade. It might be a bit clearer to see this market inefficiency on the 4-hour. Like you can see this candle here, which is yet to be filled. If it doesn't retrace that far, because admittedly down at 15.2 is quite far to go, then we may see the market filling the inefficiency that we have here. So if I delete this level, move this across, you can see this inefficiency and this liquidity that this market may go and target. So we could have a buying opportunity where we're putting our stop loss just below the inefficiency gap, again aiming for that 16,000. This is down at 15.5, where I could see the market fall into as well, and then we have that take profit at 16, which is around a 6.8R trade, which isn't too bad at all. Other than that, it is really moving average plays, technical levels for the Nasdaq. If I can try and find a nice clean order block for you, I mean, it's got quite, if you're going to look at order block levels, then really we're looking at something down at around 14.9, and on the daily chart, we're looking at the level down at around, this 14.9 order block that we have here, or potentially this level here. Again, some inefficiency in here, so we could class this bearish candle as an order block and a buy from there. Could indicate a nice 4.8R trade as well. So there is opportunities to buy there. If I'm going to summarize it again, I'm looking for a fall to this 50-day moving average, and then I'll look to buy from there, which will be a nice discount level. Not interested in selling the market just yet, but I am wary that this market could get volatile depending on the tones from the Federal Reserve policymakers. So I think it's important to watch out for those and to have a look at what's happening in those US Treasury yields as well. But other than that, guys, that's it for the Nasdaq today. I hope everyone's enjoyed this video. Make sure you've got your notifications turned on. Also, like and subscribe to our channel as well. It's helping to boost our channel. We really do appreciate it here at ZenFinex. Other than that, guys, I'll catch you all for the next video, which is going to be tomorrow on the pound versus the dollar. Have a great trading day. Cheers.